think we gotta let it thaw a little bit. It was missing the gas cap when I got it, and I just jammed a rag in there. So it was missing the gas cap and the pull start. So I was at the landfill this summer, and this beauty caught my eye, and it had to come home with me. Couldn't believe somebody was throwing away a newer Honda Snowblower. Just threw it on the trailer, off I went. Got it home, looked at it real quick, and I noticed that the only thing I could see was it was missing the gas cap, but that was probably to drain the gas out to take it to the landfill or something else. But the only thing I could see was missing the pull start. So this is a pull start from something else. So somebody had taken off the pull start, and that might have been the only issue. It might have just been a broken pull start. I have no idea. Good chance that it's carburetor issues. There was a ton of debris just sitting down in the gas tank. There still is. I put the rag in just to help stop it. So I'm just disassembling it. See if we can get this nice Honda Snowblower back up and going and give it another life besides just turning into mush at the landfill. So when I first got it home, I did do this, and it does turn over, and I do feel compression. So the gas came's full of crap, and I need to get it out. A lot of machines like this, it's almost impossible to tell the age of it, but if you watch my video on how to date small engines, no, how to actually tell the date on virtually any item these days is made out of plastic. There's always casting numbers. So I can just look at, there's a date code casting system here on the side of the gas tank, and I can tell exactly when, what shift and everything this gas can was cast, and it was cast, it looks like the 8th month of 2009, so chances are, it could have been, yeah, it could have been a 2009, 2010, snowblower. So it's not that old, 8 years old. Still has tons of life. So I'm going to take this off and finish taking off some of these plastic panels, and we'll go from there. So I just barely went to check the oil, and it was about a good, it's over full. This is the type of oil fill where it's just, you fill it up until it hits until it flows out level. So either, the only reason oil goes up generally is because gas has ran into the engine past the rings, or the person that filled it just had it tilted up and filled it and didn't understand how it works. It's actually not the, it's always kind of irritated me, Honda. People don't understand because there's dipsticks on the level thing, but the dipsticks don't mean anything because you just fill it up till it flows out. So it's kind of pointless to have a dipstick. If there was no dipstick, then you would think that you just fill it till it flows out. But we got way too much oil, so we gotta drain some out. It just looks like straight oil. I'll smell it for gas. You can usually tell if there's gas in it. Or water. There could be water down in there, but I doubt it. Usually water doesn't run that far. And that's about the level it should be. There's easily a half quart too much. See, they put this dipstick on there, and there's even always like a casting mark in the middle, but you just pour it till it flows out. So there's no point. I guess the dipstick shows you that it's way lower than it should be. It makes no sense at all why it's just not a plug. Why not? Fall in. That works. I guess the moment of truth. Let's take our little zoom spout and got some gas in there. And let's see if she fires. What's going to fall off? Everything. Yep, so let's do a carburetor. These are pretty basic carburetors. Once you've done one, you've done them all. Carburetor's clean as a whistle on the inside. All the passages and jets are flowing like they should. So now it's just a matter of pulling it back up. That is a yucky gas tank. I'm going to have to get some more carburetor cleaner in there, acetone, and keep trying to swish all that stuff out. That's some old gas. It's just congealed completely. It's a nice ethanol free. Should be good enough. Let's get a rubber band and a baggie, something to make a makeshift gas cap while this flows into the carburetor. It's not leaking gas, which is good. So let's pull the choke out and let's give her a pull. We'll be nice and even give this one 100% fresh new oil. We just wait right here so patiently, right? With the ball, you ready? It's frozen, it's rock solid. There we go. So, back and forth, and we just wait. Good dog. And now I'll clean up some of this residual oil from being overfilled and overrun with this stuff. I talked about this in my last video as being the best concrete degreaser, getting the grease off of your garage floors and stuff like that. But this stuff also is an absolutely amazing. It's almost like an oil product itself. It doesn't have a really strong smell, but it'll just sit there and it'll just eat away at that grease, and then I'll just be able to, the caked on stuff, I tried wiping it with the towel just barely and I wasn't able to. But I'll be able to come back with a rag in a minute and it'll just wipe to just clean metal. Just easy. It's been about 3 minutes. And I tried wiping this up with an acetone soaked rag from the carburetor, and it wasn't coming off at all. But this gunk GP whatever general purpose cleaner it just wipes it right off. It's just like there was nothing ever there. It just dissolves the grease. We gotta make it look pretty. The chute was completely rusted up, so I just sanded it down real quick. Put some nice black paint on it, so seal it up so it doesn't rust anymore, and also so it looks nice. I've wiped down everything, put a coating of stuff on it that I usually do to make all my equipment look new. I got a whole video on it. Just painted the black stuff black again with just some quick black paint, gloss black. That just cleans up all the edges, make everything look nice and shiny. People want to buy stuff that looks nice, you know. You can't just run good, they want it to look nice, and this is a nice running machine, so it'll look nice as well. Besides the missing gas cap, so I'll get that on order, but we should be able to, in the daylight, give her a run and see how well she works under load. I don't see why not. The paddles actually don't have much use on them. I would say they're only about a third way worn down, so it potentially has, maybe it's been used 24 times in its life. So it's a pretty low hour machine. Just gasoline probably retired it. The ethanol gasoline retired it, and trying to start it broke the rope, and that was the end of its life, and off to the scrap heap. So let's do a nice cold start on her and see if she actually fires up. The dog thinks it's just a fetch toy. A toy that just plays fetch with her. Another one saved. Off to the classifieds and off to somebody else to give them another 10, 15, 20 years of service. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye. Couldn't leave you guys hanging without the final part. Thanks to Amazon. Beautiful.